But what was I thinking buying a used erotic book? I don't really have a social life. Gosh, I think I'm gonna start crying now. Whew. Hey, so I just got into the car. I'm about to head to my kid's school to finish up reading Only for the Week. I'm so loving this book. I started it yesterday morning. I should have finished it yesterday, but I got distracted. I had to delete some footage because I ran out of storage. But as I was saying, I just got into the car and I'm about to go to my kid's school so I can finish up reading Only for the Week. I started it yesterday morning and I should have finished it last night, but I got distracted. And today I had to run some errands and I took a nap. I read a little bit today, but yes, I want to head to the school, read a little bit, try to finish it. You see where I am right now. I'm almost done. I have this much left. And I also want to do a Booktube questions segment. A new Booktuber question segment. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys at the school.
A few moments later.
All right. Just got to the school. This jacket, coat, whatever you want to call it, I love it. It was on sale for, I think, $14. I got it from Target a few weeks ago. It was originally priced at about $40, but I got it on sale for $14. From clearance for $14. Hold up, I need to fix this. I'm gonna fix this lighting and then I'll be back if I can get my thumbs up. So yeah, I got this from Target for $14. It was on sale. It's so cute. It's just really loud. And it's by the brand Future Collective. It's a black-owned brand. It was so cute. I found it in the back, in the clearance section. It has a bunch of pockets too. Here. Oh no. Here. See how loud it is? But I love it. Here. A lot can fit into the pockets. I had planned to make a salad to bring along with me to eat while I was here at the school, but I ended up making myself some cookies. I made 3. I ate 1 on the way here, and I have 2 left over. And I have my water. I had this water out here earlier, and I forgot that I had it in the car, and I ended up bringing another one out. But hey, I need water, right? But yes, this book, oh my god, I did not expect to love it as much as I do. I haven't read like a black love story or black romance book in a long time. I haven't read a romance book in a long time. I'm more of a thriller girl, so I haven't read romance in a long time. But maybe I should read romance more often because it's making me feel like really good. I'm not really a smut person, but it's okay. But I love the storyline so far. This is not what this video is about. The video is about the Booktuber questions. So I'm going to pull them up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have the questions pulled up here. First question, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel because every time I read a book, I want to talk about it with someone. And no one in my life really reads that I know of. No one from my day-to-day life reads. Or they don't read the books that I like to read. My kids, they read like mangas or whatever. And also I would like watch other people other booktubers and TikTok. I'll watch other booktubers and book talkers like that talk about books, and I'm like, hey, I can do that too. I love books. I can talk about books too. So yeah, that's why I did it. And I also did it to I did it to find other people to talk about books with, to build a community, I guess. Number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Well, we're all different. I don't want to try to be like some cookie cutter Booktuber. I'm going to have my own opinions. I'm going to give them. I feel like I'm a fun person. I am a goofy person. I make jokes a lot. And I don't read. I'm trying not to read like the popular books. Like the books that you see all over YouTube, all over Book Talk, all over Instagram, all over Goodreads. I don't like to read the popular books. And I can rap. If you ask my kids, I can't, but I think I can rap. I'm a good rapper. So I might, you know, mix a little bit of my rapping skills into a video every now and then. Number 3, what are you most excited about for this new channel? I'm most excited. Gosh, let me calm down. I'm sounding excited right now. I can barely talk. But I'm most excited about building a community and finding people who like to read what I like to read, and people who have other opinions, who have different opinions from mine, and or who have similar opinions. I'm excited about finding people who like the same things that I like, and people who can enlighten me on things that I don't know about. And I'm just excited about building a community. The whole reason, I feel like community is going to be the answer to every single question on here. But yeah, I don't really have a, what's the word? Social life. I watch YouTube like all day, not all day, every day, but you know, if I'm bored or not busy or anything, I'll watch a YouTube video. And most times it's a book video. I used to be heavy into true crime, but I kind of stopped watching true crime. I watch it every now and then, but I'm mostly a book person now. The next question, why do you love reading? I love reading because it just takes you away from your own life. Not saying that my life is horrible or anything, but it makes you forget whatever you're going through at the moment, whether it's bad or good. It's like an escape. And I'm nosy too, so if I can get into a fictional person's business, I'll do it. Next question, number 5, what book or series got you into reading? I started reading as a kid, like most people. I do remember being heavy into the Babysitter's Club and Goosebumps, and what's that series with the Choose Your Own Adventure? I forgot, but if you know what I'm talking about. I used to get it mixed up with Goosebumps, but I don't think it was Goosebumps that did it. It might have been, I'm not sure. But yeah, a Babysitter's Club and Goosebumps. And then in high school, my favorite book was the Cutler series by V.C. Andrews. Oh, I don't know why I had no business reading that book. I mean, it was about a girl my age, but that book was too much for a 9th grader to be reading. But I read it and I loved it. I loved the series. My favorite one was book 1, Dawn. And then I kind of stopped reading for a while. And then back in 2016, 2017, I started like reading a lot. When I was pregnant, I worked at the zoo. And I was like, I didn't really get, like certain times of the day or certain times of the year, we wouldn't get that many visitors. So I'm just sitting there like just looking dumb. So I would bring books with me to read. So I would like easily get through like at least 1 or 2 books a week. I would get through a lot of books, you know, in a short period of time. And then, gosh, I think I'm gonna start crying now. This is why I have a tissue. Or paper towels. But, so I was reading a lot in 2016, 2017. In 2018, my mom died. My mom died, and then wow. Why am I even doing this? But yeah, my mom died, and I just stopped. Let me put it together. Okay, I think I'm okay. I never wanted to be one of those people who would cry on camera. But here I am. Okay. So my mom died in 2018. I was pregnant again with my 4th kid. And I stopped doing a lot of the things that I like to do. But then, I think in 2020, no, I think it was 2021, I picked up a Colleen Hoover book. Like most people, I picked up It Ends With Us, and I got back into reading. So thank you to Colleen Hoover for writing It Ends With Us, and thank you to TikTok for making it popular when it did, because that helped me get back into doing one of the things that I really enjoyed doing. Okay. I'm always gonna be crying. I'm always gonna cry. I was tearing up the other day because I was thinking about my dad. He died in 2022. If he was alive right now, I wouldn't even be right here outside of my kid's school. He helped me out a lot too with my kids. He would take them to school, pick them up from school. Even if James and I weren't busy, he would still be like, "Oh, I got it." And sometimes I would ride with him. He want me to ride with him to pick the kids up from school. So most likely I wouldn't even be here right now if he was still alive. He would be the one picking the kids up. But let me stop. This is not why you guys are here. Okay. Next question. What book or series got you into reading? So I said The Babysitter's Club, Goosebumps in elementary school, and then in high school, B.C. Andrews' Dawn. And then I forget what book it was that I think it was The Girl on the Train. The girl on the Train that got me back into reading. No, I don't know. But yeah, I've always been into reading. I've just had points in my life where I wasn't reading as much. But after losing my mom, Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us got me back into reading. And my kids were sick of me. My two oldest were sick of me while I was reading that book because I kept crying. And they were like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you?" Next question, number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't know, because most of them talk about a lot. So I guess I could ask them, where do they see themselves in 5 years doing booktube? That's a good question. Next question. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Oh, okay. This is easy. Like putting a lot of work into a video and no one watches it. No one watches it. Or getting like bad comments on your channel. Like, I'm not really a confrontational person, and as you can see, I get really emotional. But, so yeah, I guess like bad comments and not getting views when you put a lot of work into something. Or, yeah, that's it, I think. But I know that the more consistent I am, the more views I'll get. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to start being more consistent. When did you start reading? I think I answered that question when number 5. But I started reading as a kid in elementary school. Where do you read? I read wherever. I'm always carrying a book with me. Wherever I go, I have a book. A few weeks ago, I went to my sister's house. I was invited over to my sister's house for Sister's Day. My sister and my sister-in-law and my nieces were there too. I don't know why they were there. They're adults. I don't know why they were there though. But because they're not my sisters. But yeah, I caught an Uber there, and I walked in and they were like, "I don't know why she has that book in her hand. Like she's gonna be sitting here reading." I'm like, I was reading on the way over here. But yeah, if I don't grab my book, I'm like, oh my gosh. You never know what might happen while you're out. If you have to like wait, if you're at the doctor's office and you're waiting in the waiting room, you can read your book. If you are in the car and the person you're writing with isn't really talking to you, you can be reading your book. A lot of things, you can always read a book, you know? So I just always have a book with me. Next question, what kind of books do you like? What kind of books do you like to read? I am a thriller girl. I just love having to figure out who done it. And you know what? Now thinking about it now, I feel like so I have anxiety, and reading thrillers all the time does not help that. It fuels it, but I love it. It's not healthy, but I love it. A good thriller will have you thinking about it for days to come, weeks to come, months to come, even years to come sometimes. So I just love a good thriller. Like I said, I love true crime, and I love like mysteries. I love like Law and Order, SVU, stuff like that. So I just love it. I think I get that from my dad. My dad, he loved like forensic files and stuff like that. And my mom, she loved stuff like that too. Well, she loved like a lot of crime stuff. My parents love crime things, the movie shows. So I guess I get it from them. Number 11, what does your book collection look like? At one point, I went book shopping and I picked up a few romance books. I haven't read them yet. So I have a few romance. I have a lot of Christmas. I love Christmas books. So it's like romance, Christmas, and thrillers. No fantasies yet. I feel like the moment I read a fantasy, if I love it, I'm going to be hooked. And I'm kind of nervous about that. I don't know. But I do love like fantasy movies, like series and shows. Like The Hunger Games, Divergent, Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. I love that stuff. So you know what? One of these days, I'm going to figure out, I'm going to find out if you guys know of a book, of a fantasy that is similar to Game of Thrones. Let me know, and I'll probably read that one. Yeah, let me know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to find a fantasy that is similar to Game of Thrones. I'm just nervous about learning, like, I don't know. I get nervous hearing about world building and all that, but I'm going to try it one day. I'm going to try it. I think that's the last question on here, but let me see if there's another question that I haven't seen. Oh, okay. I'll add some more in because, yeah. Book that made you cry. Oh my gosh. While working at the zoo, I started reading Me Before You, and I started reading it because the movie was coming out, and I wanted to read before watching the movie, and that book tore me to pieces. I was mad at Will Trainer. Isn't that his name, Will? I was mad at him, but the book tore me to pieces. That made me cry. It Ends With Us made me cry. It Ends With Us made me cry. 1,000 Boy Kisses made me cry. I even teared up at the end of Pretty Girls. What else did I cry at the end of? I think that's it. Okay. What are you currently reading? I'm reading Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop, and I love it. Buying books or borrowing books? I prefer to buy books because, oh my gosh, this is a... I prefer to buy my books because I like to have my own book. Like, I know that I'm not the first person to touch a book in the store, but just knowing that the book is mine, I have like, so two things to say. I have a habit of getting the book from the back. Whenever I buy something, I get them from the back, even though I know that at some point that was at the front and it was touched by other people. But just something in my head just tells me that that's the best one to get, the cleanest one to get, because it's in the back. But I know it's not that clean. But I love to smell the pages of my book. And just knowing that the book is mine, I can do that. We went to the library a few months ago, and as I was checking out, there was like a curly hair in between the pages, and I almost like threw up. I'm like, oh my gosh, whose hair is this? But no, funny story, disgusting story. Like I said, I used to read a lot, and I used to go to the thrift store to buy books. Tell me why I bought 50 Shades of Grey from the thrift store. Look, at the moment, I didn't think about it. But looking back, I'm like, that was like the worst book to buy used. I don't know what was on that book, but I think I did sanitize it when I got it home. That's the outside cover, but the inside pages were probably disgusting. I still had that book too, but I haven't touched it in years. But what was I thinking buying a used erotica, whatever you call it, a used smut book? I don't know what I was thinking, but never again. So I like to buy my books. I don't like to borrow. I don't like to borrow books from the library, but that often I will, because sometimes the library has, like, nice clean books, nice fresh books. But I prefer to buy my own books and build up my own collection. Okay, I've talked long enough. I'm gonna go ahead and eat my cookies and cry and finish reading only for the week. My kids get out in about 1 hour, so I should be done with this book in that hour. And sorry about the lighting throughout the video. Hopefully it wasn't that bad. All right, see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.